Hey YouTube, it's me Sunshine from Fat to Fake Glam, and I am finally back to give you guys a 7-month update on my surgery progress. Don't kill me. I know I've been gone for a few months. Life has just been hectic. You guys know I'm in nursing school. You guys know how that is. But I will say that I do appreciate all of your support and your love and your comments. I have been getting them and I have been replying back to them. I will always reply back to comments and questions and stuff like that because I love giving you guys feedback, and that is exactly why I make these videos, so that I can give you guys tidbits of information that I wish that I had when I was going through the process. So we're just learning together and I'm sharing the information along the way. So as you guys know, I had surgery back in May 3rd, 2016. My highest weight prior to surgery was 330 pounds, and on the day of surgery I was 300 pounds. Okay, and that was in May. And then in August, which was my 3-month mark, I came and I told you guys that I was at 269 pounds. So now it is December and I am here to tell you guys that I have lost another 19 pounds and I am coming in at 250 pounds. That brings me to a whopping total of 80 pounds down. Oh my gosh, guys, like that is so huge. Like, I mean, no pun intended, but it's such a big deal. Like, I've lost 80 pounds throughout the course of like what, 7 months, 8 months, something like that. Like, that's a big deal. Like, I still can't even wrap my head around it. It's just crazy, and I feel so fortunate to have had gone through this experience of gastric bypass, because it has literally changed my life and it has changed my perspective on so many different things. But I know you guys have your questions, so that's why I have my phone right here, because I have some notes and I am going to start answering them right now. Okay, so as far as my diet or how much calories and protein and stuff I take in, I try not to go over 1,200 calories a day. I know that that might be on a bit of the higher end compared to some people that I see on you know, Instagram and stuff. Like, most people, not most, but some people I've seen on Instagram that have had gastric bypass surgery, they are only taking in about like maybe 800 calories a day. And I've broken the rules. I have, and maybe I should be on 800 calories a day, but I upped mine simply because, I don't know, I'm a rebel, I guess. But yeah, so anyway, I take in no more than 1,200 calories a day. I try to make my 80 grams of protein goal a day. I try to stay under 50 grams of carbs a day, and I don't eat anything that has more than 10 grams of sugar per serving. I try to stay away from sugar in general. I know a lot of people that have, you know, VSG or bypass surgery or any type of weight loss surgery, you guys suffer from dumping. I don't dump the same way that other people don't. I don't know if that's like weird, it's just me, or if you guys experience that too. I really haven't delved deep into figuring out how people don't. I know for me, I get heart palpitations. Like, my heart will start like beating really fast. I don't typically get nauseous. It has happened, but I don't typically get nauseous, and I do not get diarrhea at all. I know some people get like delayed dumping, where like they'll eat something now and then like maybe like an hour they'll start to feel really queasy and they have to throw up or they have to go poop or whatnot. I never experienced that, fortunately. However, on the flip side, I kind of wish that I did dump, because then I wouldn't push the limits with certain foods that I do eat in moderation. Because I try not to punish myself. I try to still let myself have, certain foods that I like, but I know that I can't eat the portion that I would have eaten in my pre-op life. You know what I'm saying? But I don't punish myself. I do allow myself certain treats sometimes. But yeah, I don't dump the same way as other people. I just get like really flushed, like I start sweating a little bit, my heart starts to like really beat. I can like literally feel it right here. It feels like an adrenaline rush, and sometimes I get really sleepy. But as far as like throwing up, pooping, that never happens to me, and I appreciate that. But then again, I resent that. Oh, a lot of people were asking me like,
Sunshine, have you been able to drink water yet?
I'm still having nausea issues with water. It got so bad that my doctor had gave me a small prescription of Zofran, which is like an anti-nausea medication. However, I don't want to be taking Zofran daily. You know, you're not even supposed to use Zofran like that. So I feel like taking Zofran just so I can take in water is a waste of a medication, because what if I need that later on in life and now I can't use it, or it doesn't do what it's supposed to do because I've already taken it for something that's minor. I don't want to keep taking Zofran, and that's not even something that you need to take on a regular basis. That's like anti-nausea. So I say all that to say that I do not take the Zofran, and I have not been drinking any water. It still makes me incredibly sick. What I do drink though is diet green tea. This one is almost done. I try to drink, well, this is a half gallon, which is 64 ounces or 1.89 liters. I try to drink at least 1.5 of these a day. This one is almost done. This has 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 carbs, and 0 protein. It does have 10 milligrams of sodium in it, but you know, it's not water, so it's not going to be completely pure. However, that does do the trick for me. So I drink the green tea. I usually try to get like a gallon, like 3/4 of a gallon in of that a day, and that works perfectly fine for me. As far as foods that I'm eating, a lot of chicken, a lot of turkey, a lot of tuna, all high protein stuff, Greek yogurt. I don't drink as many protein shakes as I should, only because my nutritionist suggested that I start eating my protein more frequently as opposed to drinking my protein. So if I have a protein shake, I might have a protein shake like maybe 3 times out of the week, and that's only to replace a meal. So I'm not drinking my protein shakes like everyone else is. Maybe I should, maybe I would lose a little bit more, but honestly, I'm really not too concerned with it. Maybe I should be. Maybe you guys know something that I don't know. But I do have protein powder. I have the Unjury medical grade protein powder. I have it in unflavored, and I have it in vanilla. When I drink the vanilla, when I use the vanilla protein powder, I mix the vanilla Unjury with unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and I put a splash of vanilla extract in it, and that tastes so good. It's probably the closest thing I will get to having a milkshake again. Protein bars. I do take protein bars to school with me. I usually try to keep at least one in my bag so I can snack on that throughout the day. I don't have an actual bar with me right now, but the one that I use, I will put a picture right here. And this one is 30 grams of protein, 32 grams of protein. So it's a big boost of protein in it, which is excellent. I feel like if you're going to eat a protein bar, you might as well have the maximum amount of protein in it. However, these bars are expensive. This one costs me about $4 a bar. But if I know that I don't have enough time to like meal prep or actually get my high protein meal in for the day because I'm so busy, I will supplement with a protein bar that has 30 grams of protein in it. Vitamin regimen. That's another question everybody's been asking me. How am I doing with my vitamins? Am I keeping up with my vitamins? So in my last video, I went through my vitamin regimen before, told you guys everything that I was taking. Guess what? I take none of those except for the vitamin B12. All the ones that I mentioned before, the Centrum Complete and the chewable calcium tablets that I was taking, I don't take those anymore. I completely switched brands. I completely had to learn vitamins all over again because I was misinformed on dosages and frequency. So let's hop right into this vitamin regimen. My multivitamin is the Celebrate multivitamin. I started taking this maybe 2 months ago because the Centrum Complete that I was taking, first of all, it was a chewable and I hated it. Absolutely freaking hated it. I hated the flavor, I hated the chalkiness, I hated the consistency. Like, it just made me sick to take it. On top of that, like I said, I'm in nursing school now, so learning dosages and just learning about, you know, different medications and nutrients and vitamins and all of that stuff. I did research and found out that the dosage that I was taking with the vitamin, the multivitamin, the calcium, I can't even talk, I'm so disgusted with it. The dosage that I was taking with the Centrum Complete was not recommended for a weight loss surgery patient. Like, it had the bare minimum that someone that has not had surgery is supposed to get. So when I looked at all the individual vitamins and nutrients that I needed and the amounts that I needed per day, Celebrate was the only one that I felt was going to be beneficial for my body's needs. Like, this had everything, not even just the names of the vitamins, but the right amounts of the vitamins. So with this, I have to take this 3 times a day. I have to take 3 capsules a day. Let me just say it like that. Because if you don't pay attention to the supplemental facts on the back, you won't know how much of these vitamins is in the serving. Like, you gotta know. It's just like reading the nutritional facts for food on your food products. If you don't pay attention to how many calories per serving it is, you're gonna go over your calories, or you're gonna go under. With this, I was not paying attention to the serving sizes in my previous vitamin regimen, so therefore I could have developed a deficiency because I was not taking the correct amount of vitamins. So that's why when you take Celebrate multivitamins, you have got to take 3 capsules a day. That is the only way that you will get the full amount. If you take 1 capsule a day, you're only getting 1/3 of what you are required to take a day. So that is key. You gotta be mindful of what it says back here. Be mindful. Don't be me. This right here, I switched to this because I felt like I wasn't getting enough. Like, I really felt so ran down with my old vitamin regimen. I was just like, what do I have to lose? So once I realized that the Centrum Complete did not have all of the vitamins that I needed, like the right amount, I was just like, let me just try something different. And this has honestly made the difference in my overall well-being and just everything. Like, I feel better. I'm not as tired and ran down anymore, but I really feel like that is contributed to not just this, but the whole other stuff that I take on my vitamin regimen. So as far as calcium, I am taking calcium citrate. This one is just a generic brand from Rite Aid. 1 tablet is 315 milligrams, and it does have vitamin D3 in it. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but when you are a weight loss surgery patient, you are required to get at least 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of calcium per day. When I was taking the other chewable calcium tablets, I definitely was not getting all of my calcium dosage a day. What happened was, on the front of the old bottle that I had, it would say 1,000 milligrams. So I'm just like,
oh my gosh, like, I can just take 1 tablet. Oh my gosh, like, this is just 1,000 milligrams in 1 tablet, and all I have to do is just take 2 of these tablets a day to get my full 2,000 milligrams a day. Oh my gosh, like, this is so bomb. Like, I hate the way these taste, but if I only gotta take 2, that ain't bad.
girl, no. When I really paid attention to it and I read the bag, the supplement facts, It said in order to get the 1,000 milligrams, the serving size was
4. A whopping, disgusting 4 calcium tablets.
So in order to get the 2,000 that I needed a day, I would have to take 8 of these nasty calcium tablets, and it was just like,
no, I can't do it.
so as soon as I was able to swallow pills, I went and I got some of this, and this has been a godsend. So again, pay attention to the supplement facts. This one of these tablets has 315 milligrams in it. However, with calcium, you have got to be mindful again, because your body can only absorb 500 milligrams of calcium per serving. So if you do 500 right now, you have to wait like 2, maybe 3 hours before you can take another, 500 milligrams. So as you see, it's 315. I take 2 of them, which gives me 630. I already know that most likely my body's not going to absorb 130 milligrams of those 630, but that's fine though, because at least I'm getting my 500. So what I do is I take this 3 times a day. I take 2 calcium citrate tablets 3 times a day. So 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Does that make sense? You just space it out throughout the day. That way you can get the optimum absorption of the nutrient. This is vital for your bones and your joints, I feel, simply because when I was not getting the correct dosage of calcium citrate, my bones would literally hurt. Like, oh my gosh, like they would hurt so bad. You ever like fall asleep in an awkward position, like you're all hunched up and balled up, and then like your body just hurts? Yeah, I was waking up like that every day, even though I was laying on my beautiful Bella Nest pillow top mattress. Like I was just in so much pain, like I've been sleeping on somebody's love seat all my life. But once I got the right amount of calcium citrate and I started to level out, I guess, my calcium levels in my body, everything started to come together and I started to feel so much better. So I notoriously said in my last video that I did not want to take iron, but guess who's taking iron? Me. I am anemic, and I've always been anemic. It runs in my family. Most people, I mean, some people are anemic, so like that's not too rare or anything like that. However, I suspected that I am even more so anemic after surgery because I'm not able to absorb nutrients from my food because I cannot eat a lot of food. So I bit the bullet and I finally got some iron. I was so freaking tired, so lethargic. I just felt old even after surgery, and I really feel like the tiredness and the overall weakness and poor well-being after surgery contributed to my depression and my feelings of regrets in my last videos. So it's just so weird. I don't want to get too in depth with it, but everything is all connected. If something is in balance, everything else is imbalanced. So once I got the iron, I started taking it once a day. This has 65 milligrams in it. I think that is well over the amount, the daily amount that you need of iron, but I do appreciate all the effects of the iron that I have been receiving. With iron, I can take it with my Celebrate multivitamin. As you guys might know, some multivitamins do already have iron included in it. This one does not have it in it, although Celebrate does offer a multivitamin that has iron already built into it. I tried it for a month and it was fabulous. That's what persuaded me to really get some iron. So I got the multivitamin without iron, and then I got the iron pills. I take one of these a day. I can take one with one of these. Another thing that I take, which hasn't changed, like I said, is the vitamin B12. This definitely helps keep your energy levels up, and if I skip a week of not taking this, I definitely feel it. This right here is a major key to your energy levels. Try to take this once a day. I sometimes forget, but I try to get it in at least 3 or 4 times a week, which means I'm taking it every other day or so. So definitely stay up on your B12. Now here's something that is not on a typical vitamin regimen that's given to you by like your doctor or your surgeon, or whoever. But I added this in because the hair loss was real after my last video. Oh my gosh, like it was so freaking real. I started taking biotin. I take one of these every day. Again, I can take the one biotin with one of my multivitamins, and that is perfectly fine. So the hair loss was real. My last video, I keep going back to my last video because that video, oh my gosh, compared to everything that I know now, ooh. In my last video, I said that hair loss was not an issue for me, and it was not at the time, but I really think that I jinxed myself because this is my hair. And I kept it just so I could show you guys. This was my hair after I washed my hair. I washed my hair after the last video I did, and like literally, like this is all of my beautiful luscious hair, and this is just one ball of it. Like the other hair, I got so depressed I just threw it out. This right here has been sitting in a sandwich bag so I can show you guys, because the hair loss was real. I went from having like a big luscious shoulder length fro to having like feather thin armpit length hair. That's the simplest way I could put it to you. Like I literally went from having like all of this thick beautiful hair to having like thin, straggly, but still full armpit length hair. So I still got hair. I'm not bald headed underneath of this wig, but child, this sure did make me feel pretty bald headed. My head is cold. Like I wore my hair, my real hair out last week, no wigs or nothing. My hair was so cold, you see I had to slap Susie back on. Like it's no joke, it's cold outside. Speaking of cold, let's talk about how I'm always freaking cold now. And I've never been like a cold person, but now I'm always cold. My toes are always cold, my fingertips are always cold. I'm just cold in general. I could have on a blanket and I am still cold. That's that skinny girl stuff. Like I'm not ready for that life at all. I'm not. But I guess it comes with the territory. But I mean, I guess people get so tired of me complaining, but it's kind of like they're like,
oh my gosh, like shut up, Sunshine. Like you always talking about you cold. You always talking about you gotta get your liquids in. You gotta take your vitamins. Like
people will literally not understand. Like it's honestly like you feel like you're in a whole new body. It's like you're still the same person, but you're in a whole new body. And because you're in a whole new body, you have to maintain that whole new body in a whole new way. And there's gonna be people that are not gonna be happy for you. There's gonna be people that criticize you. There's gonna be people that's jealous because you're losing weight and they're not. And there's gonna be people that tell you that you're lazy and that you took the easy way out. By no means is weight loss surgery the easy way out. If anything, I feel like it's harder. It's so much harder because you have so much more to think about. Not only do you have to think about the food component of what to eat and what not to eat, but you have to think about your fluids, because if you don't get enough fluids in, and I mean that's life in general, but especially now, if you don't get enough fluids in, you will be dehydrated and you will end up in the hospital. And if you don't take the right amounts of vitamins, like I learned the hard way, you will be sick, you will be tired, you will not feel like life is great. Like you will feel like,
why did I do this to myself?
Like you will, it's just a whole new way of life. So just prepare yourself for people not being able to comprehend that this is different for you. There's going to be a lot of people that will hate on you, but then there will be some that will congratulate you and be like,
oh my gosh, like you really did it. I'm so happy for you. Like
you are, and I'm not even gonna front, you're gonna get a big head. If people keep telling you like,
oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, like look at your body, look at your shape, look at you, you snatched, girl.
That will get to your head. Be humble. Because God made you fat first for a reason. God made you fat to humble you, so when you got skinny, you knew how to handle that, okay? Just saying, keep it cute, keep it humble. So, in addition to that, I have something to show you guys. Something that is brand new. Are you ready? Okay. Close your eyes. No, don't close your eyes. Okay. Bam! Clavicles. I got clavicles now. I haven't had clavicles since I was like 4. Like, seriously, like, I have not had this action going on since I was like 4. Look at that. Oh. I was like 4. Yeah, I started being fat when I was like 5. I don't know. I remember my mom sending me to kindergarten, okay, with a hoagie and a can of soda and 2 bags of chips. It was no wonder why I was fat. No wonder. But I got clavicles now, and they popping, and they gonna get skinnier too. I feel it. I feel bones. Oh my gosh! Speaking of feeling bones, the smaller you get, the more your body feels weird to you. Like, oh my gosh, like sometimes I'll be, if I sit in a certain position, I can feel like my bones, like my shoulder blades protruding, or I can kind of feel like my spine, like my vertebrae, like I can feel it through my skin. I'm just like,
what is that?
and then like if I'm laying down like on my side, like if I'm laying like this, like my knees touch and it's like no padding there, and it irritates the hell out of me. I'm just like,
Oh, I don't want my bones touching. Like,
it's just so weird. I don't understand how skinny girls can do it, but then again, if they've been skinny all their life, they don't know what their life is like. Another thing that's going to change, your boobs will literally pack a bag and they will leave out the front door to never be seen or heard from again. I have no titties, like at all, none. I used to be like a D, double D cup, which isn't too hefty, but you know, I had like nice little cleavage. Now I have none, okay? And I know y'all probably like,
Girl, shut up. You got titties. Look at them.
no girl, that's a good bra. Look at this. My boobs go up and down. That's because I don't have nothing. That's all bra, baby. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just showed y'all that. I literally have no boobs anymore. It's just like an areola and a nipple on a piece of flesh. But hey, my man loves it, so whatever. And then when I pop out like another baby or two, you know, I'll get them fixed. I'll go buy some new titties. It's fine. I don't have a problem with that because I'll be a nurse by then and I can afford it by then. So new titties. Cheers to that. Another thing that will happen is, oh my gosh, I have armpits now. Like I literally can put my fingers in my armpits. That's so weird. I've always had fat underarms that like were like pillows under here. I don't have that anymore. I have armpits, which is so freaking weird. It's so funny. Sometimes I'm just like poking my underarm. It's weird. Another thing that is different is my shape has changed so much, so much. Oh my gosh, and it's still changing. I have a waist again. It's just like, pow. I don't have no ass. I'm gonna have to add that onto the titty package. But I got hips and I got a little bitty waist. Like, so you guys can see, it's my hips and that's my waist right there. Of course, I still got my tummy going on, but that's okay. It'll go away. And it looked like I got ass. But I really don't, and I'm not even going to show you what it really looks like back there because child, it is flat city back there. It's okay though, because I'm gonna buy a new one and it's gonna be plump. So in addition to all of that, I literally look in the mirror at myself and some days I don't see a change. However, I feel it in my clothes. Like nothing fits me anymore. I went from being like a size 24 to barely being a size 14 now. And I say barely because just as quickly as I get into a smaller size, I'm right back out of it. And it's so aggravating because I literally cannot buy anything because I'm gonna be out of it like next month. So I'm not buying too much of anything except for clothes, except for pajamas, because even if they do get a little bit big, I'll still wear them, and scrubs. Like, I'm literally living in scrubs and pajamas. That's it. So just prepare yourself for the wardrobe struggle. And even if I did go shopping for my size right now, like if I had it like that and just went shopping every month, a whole new wardrobe for every new size, I don't even know how to dress this body. Like, I know how to dress myself bigger, like, because I had been bigger for so long, but like now that I can shop at a regular size store, like I can get like larges and extra larges. Like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, I don't know, like, am I playing myself by buying certain stuff, or is it okay now? Like, it's just so crazy how your mind works. Like, it's, or maybe I'm just crazy, either or, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Sometimes that line gets blurred, but but you know, it's such a good feeling to know that I don't have to buy the plus size stuff anymore, that I have progressed so far in my journey and I'm not even all the way there yet. You know, I feel so motivated by all of this. Like, you guys have no idea. And I know this video is super long and I'm going to let you guys know go, but I had to let you guys know all of the changes that have been going on with me and my surgery progress, because I know this video was long overdue, and I'm so sorry again that it took this long, but hopefully this was well worth the wait and you guys learned some valuable tips, tricks, and tidbits. If there's any questions that you guys have, please leave them down below. Even if I'm not posting videos, I am still reading comments. I'm still interacting with you guys. I'm still replying back to everything. And yeah, just leave me whatever comments or feedback, anything that I mentioned that you might know something better. I'm open to suggestions. Just leave them down below, or hit me up on Instagram. My name is the same on there, Fat to Fit Glam. And if this video helped you and you know somebody that's going through the same process, share this video with them, because who knows, like, me just running my mouth might really help someone, and I hope that it does. And that's why I do these videos, because I want to help people. So with that said, make sure you like this video, because that lets me know that you guys want more videos like this, and I will crank them out. And make sure you subscribe, because you don't want to miss anything. You don't want to miss anything at all. So subscribe, make sure that you set up those alerts so that you get those notifications right on your phone, and you can run over here and like comment, be like,
notification gang, hashtag notification gang.
I know I do that. And yeah, if that's it, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.